Members of Congress earn an annual salary of $174,000, more than double the average American's income. But the majority of lawmakers are worth substantially more money. More than half of those in Congress are millionaires, according to the Center for Responsive Politics, which based its analysis on data from lawmakers' most recent personal financial disclosures. The median net worth of members of Congress who filed disclosures last year is just a little more than $1 million. Hello and welcome back to the Luxury Lifestyle channel. If this is your first time around, be sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on bell notifications. Wealth is largely concentrated at the top. For instance, the top 10% of the wealthiest lawmakers have more money than the bottom 90%. These are the 5 wealthiest members currently serving in the House and Senate, and a closer look at where their fortune came from, based on a recent analysis from the Center for Responsive Politics. Number 1. Senator Rick Scott, $259 million. The Florida Republican became the wealthiest member of Congress when he was elected in 2018, despite pouring $65 million to defeat Democratic incumbent Bill Nelson. He previously served as the governor of Florida. He's an American politician and businessman serving as the junior United States Senator from Florida since 2019. A member of the Republican Party, he was the 45th governor of Florida from 2011 to 2019. Scott is a graduate of the University of Missouri-Kansas City and the Dedman School of Law at Southern Methodist University. In 1987, after serving in the United States Navy and becoming a law firm partner, he co-founded Columbia Hospital Corporation. Columbia later merged with another corporation to form Columbia HCA, which eventually became the nation's largest private for-profit healthcare company. Scott was pressured to resign as chief executive of Columbia HCA in 1997. During his tenure as chief executive, the company defrauded Medicare, Medicaid, and other federal programs. The Department of Justice ultimately fined the company $1.7 billion in what was at the time the largest healthcare fraud settlement in U.S. history. Following his departure from Columbia HCA, Scott became a venture capitalist and pursued other business interests. In 2009, he founded Conservatives for Patients' Rights. Scott built his massive fortune by creating one of the country's largest hospital networks. Number 2. Senator Mark Warner, $214 million. U.S. Senator Mark Warner is an American businessman and politician serving as the senior United States Senator from Virginia, first elected in 2008. He's a member of the Democratic Party, vice chair of the Senate Democratic Caucus, and chair of the Senate Intelligence Committee. Before his Senate career, Warner was the 69th governor of Virginia, holding the office from 2002 to 2006. He's the honorary chairman of the Forward Together PAC. Warner delivered a keynote address at the 2008 Democratic National Convention, and apart from politics, he's also known for his involvement in telecommunications-related venture capital during the 1980s. He founded the firm Columbia Capital. In 2006, Warner was widely expected to pursue the Democratic nomination in the 2008 U.S. presidential election, but he announced in October 2006 that he would not run, citing a desire not to disrupt his family life. Warner was considered to be a potential vice presidential candidate until he took himself out of consideration after winning the Democratic nomination for the U.S. Senate. Warner built a fortune as a technology and telecommunications investor and executive before entering politics. In the span of 10 years, while signed on to Columbia Capital, he made $150 billion, according to The Atlantic. Number 3. Representative Greg Gianforte, $189 million. Gianforte, a Montana Republican, is the wealthiest member of the U.S. House of Representatives. He attributes the majority of his wealth to a software company that he built in the 1980s. Number 4. Representative Paul Mitchell, $179 million. The Michigan Republican is a former corporate executive from Dryden and a former owner of Ross Medical Education Center. His assets include a slew of high-value stocks and partnership income from a private investment fund, according to Roll Call. Mitchell, a former for-profit college executive whose average net worth surged from $101 million to almost $180 million in the span of 1 year, won't seek re-election this year. Number 5. Senator Mitt Romney, $174 million. The Utah Republican and 2012 Republican presidential candidate grew his fortune while running Bain Capital. He worked at the Boston venture capital firm for nearly 15 years. He's an American politician, lawyer, and businessman serving as the junior United States Senator from Utah since January 2019, succeeding Orrin Hatch. He served as the 70th governor of Massachusetts from 2003 to 2007 and was the Republican Party's nominee for President of the United States in the 2012 election, losing to the then-incumbent President Barack Obama. Raised in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, by George and Lenore Romney, he spent over 2 years in France as a Mormon missionary. He married Anne Davies in 1969 and they have 5 sons. Active in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints throughout his adult life, Romney served as bishop of his ward and later as a stake president for an area covering Boston and many of its suburbs. By 1971, he'd participated in the political campaigns of both his parents. In 1971, Romney graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in English from Brigham Young University, and in 1975, he received a JD MBA degree from Harvard. He became a management consultant and in 1977 joined Bain & Company in Boston. As Bain's CEO, he helped lead the company out of a financial crisis. In 1984, he co-founded and led the spin-off company Bain Capital, a private equity investment firm that became one of the largest of its kind in the nation. That's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button and don't forget to drop us a comment down below. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.